Hello, my name is Bill. I am the pastor at Freedom's Lutheran Church here in Gibbsville, North Carolina. I so appreciate you joining me for this moment of devotion. I was thinking this morning and led by scripture and my other devotional material into thinking about dedicated spaces and how important those are for us and our lives. For instance, you may have a desk or a cubicle or an office at work. And whenever you enter into that space, sit down at your desk, enter into your cubicle, walk in your office door, your mind immediately begins to focus on the tasks that you have to accomplish the work that you need to do. And that's a good thing. That kind of focus is a wonderful thing. Or think about other dedicated spaces. For instance, maybe you have a dining room table or a kitchen table. And whenever you are at that table, you have good food or maybe good conversation. And so every time you go to that space, you're anticipating what you're going to be eating and the kind of things you'll be talking about with people and the kind of relationships that will be built over food and conversation. Wonderful way to think about a dedicated space. Well, I shifted the vision, the angle of the camera a little bit to show you one of my spaces. This here is my desk area. In this desk area, this is my study space. It's a place where I go and I reflect. It's a place where I spend lots of time sitting on a small stool here, hunched over the desk, praying in communion with Jesus. It's a place where whenever I go here, I begin to focus and concentrate my attention on whatever the task is in front of me when it comes to being in the presence of Jesus, doing something from the church, maybe struggling with a new concept, struggling with or figuring out ways to apply it to my life. Dedicated spaces are so important. Jesus had them. In John chapter 18, verse 2, it talks about Jesus going to the Garden of Gethsemane. It's a place where he always met with his disciples, and he met there for prayer and for teaching, for them to have a place to stay that was away from the hustle and bustle of Jerusalem and people accusing him or people confronting him or even people needing healing all the time. So that was Jesus' go-to spot to be able to be with his Father in heaven. Do you have a go-to spot? A place where you can be with Jesus, a place that's dedicated so that when you get there, you immediately begin to anticipate spending time with the Lord. I pray that you do. And if you don't, begin to dedicate a space. Maybe you hang a cross like I did to remind you that Jesus is here and Jesus is with you. Maybe you pile books around, Bibles and other materials to help get you in the mood. It's amazing for me, one last thing, it's amazing for me whenever I walk by this space and glance over, I remember my Lord and that he is with me. And I pray that as you find and dedicate a space, that the same kind of things happen to you. Thank you again for joining me for this moment of devotion. I so appreciate you. In the future here, come Sunday, I'm going to be at camp. So I may not have the right kind of internet connection to be able to post video, so I'll be near a week away, but that's not till Sunday. In the meantime, go to freedens.church, FRIEDENS.church. We can share, that we can spend some time together through devotionals there or through the other material that's there to help you grow spiritually. And I pray you not only that you have a good day, but that I get to see you tomorrow.